Hi guys, welcome back. It's your girl Adiola Patron,
and it's me, Mara Musa, back again on a Monday with another amazing Deep It Pod episode.
Yes, how are you, babe?
I'm really good. I feel like I've been on high spirits. I'm really excited to see you. I've had some amazing news about work stuff. I'm on high energy today.
Why are you so high? Talk to us. What's been happening?
So basically, I don't know how much I can say right now, but I finally got the opportunity to do something that I've been wanting to do for so long, and they're actually kind of here with me now. So I guess as time goes on, I can properly announce it. But
yeah,
I just feel so happy and grateful. I'm so happy.
Babe, I'm so happy for you too, because honestly, Maz has been wanting this. It's been on her goal list, and I feel as though last week, I feel was one of those weeks where it was testimony. Things that you actually prayed for, you actually have received.
And cried for.
Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like you should feel really proud, and I don't want you to play it down.
No, I don't know how to explain it, guys, because I feel like let's get a bit emotional here.
Babe.
I feel like it's important. I don't think I announce enough when I've done something.
And I just
feel like I'm really happy. And I've been feeling, I've always felt a little bit weirdly, I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but I've always felt a little bit overlooked, overshadowed. And when you do something when you're in the industry for so long, and you feel like maybe certain aspects, you still feel like, I just feel like I haven't accomplished enough, or I feel like I'm not seen as good enough anymore. Something like that. It's just been weighing on me. And obviously since giving birth and when I was pregnant, I just had all these emotions like, I don't feel I can do anything now. I'm a mum. I don't feel like, my career's going to take off the way I want it to take off. Like I wanted to do this level.
I'm just trying not to interject. That's why I'm just looking.
No, I get it. So just to have the opportunity that I'm doing now, honestly, just makes me feel like trust the timing and just always believe in yourself. Like it will happen. And not every no is a bad thing. Sometimes your no is no for you right now. But then when you get what you ask, it's just, guys, I could cry.
Don't you just feel like when it's yours, it's meant to be yours. You know what I mean? Because like when you just think about how you got it, how you landed this opportunity, not that it fell on your lap, but things that you've gone really hard for, it's like this was just already written for you. So things that you were worrying about, and you kind of do this thing that really makes me not upset, but it just annoys me. It's like Maz will get no's, and I feel like everyone gets no's, but because you're so like, you know how to ace beauty, you know how to ace makeup. So sometimes when you're trying to go into a new space, where this is kind of a new space, and you do get like a lot of no's, you start to doubt like, maybe it's because I'm not this kind of personality, or maybe it's because I'm this kind of girl. And it's like, I'm always like telling you, man, like, no, like you're lit, you've got your person, you can do it. So I feel like this was just a confirmation of what I know already of what you can do, but it's just a nice, like, I told you, babe. Aww. Like, I told you.
Stop, I'm getting really emotional.
As you should. I feel like you should. And also, talk your shit. Sorry, I didn't know if I could swear or not. Talk your shit, because you know how, like, sometimes you kind of feel like people don't, not support, but people don't make noise about something this is a big opportunity, something you've not done before. And it's like, you can't expect other people to be like that if you're not if you're not like that about your own win. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? True. Like, so it's like really like live in the moment, soak it up, and just like, do you know what I mean? Like, talk shit.
No, guys, I just thank you for that, because Adiola gets it. Like, obviously with the industry, it's not all that it seems. Obviously, it's amazing. It's such a like good space to be in, the opportunities. But when you don't feel like you're getting the opportunities, and you've dedicated literally 10 years in the space, and you sometimes feel like you're not as important as you think maybe you are. So when you get it, just feels good. It feels like when I got the call from my management, it felt nice to feel, I don't know, it just felt nice to feel good, like, good they enough. Want you, Maz. Sorry, I'm gonna cry.
Oh, babe. I just love you.
Sorry.
I'm just so happy
I've been really proud.
I know that. So that's why I just know how much it means to you, just to get that like validation of something you really want.
Yeah,
so
nice. So it's really happy today.
So cute.
Yeah.
But it's been a good week. Mm-hmm. So guys, stay tuned. Maz has got some big things coming. It's just the start of the year, and guys, we've got more things coming for the pod. Like, so much is coming. I don't even want to like bore you guys with all the good news.
But it's kind of like, we thank you so much for following us to here, because a lot of people, some people we haven't, but the people that have and really want us to win and do well, it means so much. So when these moments start to happen, it's like, we're going to give you the best that we can. Do you know what I mean? And more. So have you been seeing stuff on socials? I feel so happy though. It's like happy tears.
I love that. Babe, so I watched this documentary, funnily enough, about, it's called Bad Influence on Netflix.
I haven't watched that, so tell me about it.
Babe, when I tell you, it has changed my whole perspective on people that use their children for content.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it's basically a documentary about this.
I have watched. I'm thinking of Adolescence that I haven't watched.
You haven't? Oh, you watched Bad Influence?
No, I haven't watched Adolescence. So I thought when you said Bad Influence, you were talking about Adolescence. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you get what I'm talking about.
But I haven't finished Bad Influence. I'm on, I think, the second
Okay,
episode.
So you get the gist of it.
Yeah, I get the gist.
So it's a documentary about a influencer called Piper Raquel. And her mum is basically her momager. And they basically built all these squads that basically are YouTube groups, and they're basically all around her life.
Yeah.
And sometimes it shows all the drama behind the scenes and like the dark side to actually having children be influencers that I've never even thought about or crossed my mind. And now I feel like I'm woke now. I'm like, nah, I don't feel like any person should actually use their child as content for financial gain.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you. Because when I was watching it, right, and I had this perspective. So when obviously the documentary is about Piper, I had a take of like, when the other mums and parents were now talking about the interview, I did low-key think, but now you want to talk about it. Because I personally felt like, but at that moment in time, I kind of felt you're not stupid to I feel like you're not stupid to environments that might be a bit too much for your kid.
Yes.
So I feel like it came across like now you're doing this documentary, but you were lapping it up before. And I feel like, the weird stuff of Piper, but when did you know these are the boundaries of my kid? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it was, for me, watching it as giving... Yeah, fair, Piper did what she did bad, but now try and give...
Piper's her mother.
Not Piper, her mother.
Oh, yeah, her mother, okay,
What her mother did was bad, but then when I'm seeing everyone coming in now, I just feel like, I know they feel guilty about letting it down, but I feel like it's giving... I was enjoying the ride whilst it was there, and now that it's gone crazy, I'm seeing now, I don't know, I just didn't get sympathy from the parents that were talking about Piper's mum, me personally.
I feel like Piper's mum was very manipulative, and she knows how to control narratives, people, and I feel like there's certain, like when you're a narcissist, you really know how to do that.
100%.
So I feel like the mums experienced that. So they were victims in a way, but I do feel like the fact when your child is underage and your main income when it comes to paying your priority bills, that's going to cause a stress on the family, is now coming from your child.
Yes, too much.
I feel like it's too much because now pressure or situations or environments that you could easily just grab your child out of, you're now thinking of income. How are we going to pay this? How are we going to pay that?
Hit the nail.
And it's like, no, you should be able to be like, you know what? You're not doing this, and this is the final say, and I can still pay X, Y, and Z. And babe, the hours they work, everything is just crazy.
I'm going to just take it a bit further and go deeper. So interestingly enough, I was seeing all this stuff about Justin Bieber and his spiral because of obviously he was going through, basically Justin Bieber's kind of spiraling a little bit. His albums, a new album's coming out. We've seen videos of him on live where people have been a bit like, is he okay? And obviously he's actually suffered from substance abuse in the past, so it's very like, is he okay? And when I was watching this podcast, they're talking about how when parents kind of put their child in the limelight so early and they don't basically set them boundaries and have safe space, it makes it easier for children to be in a state of vulnerability. Damn. So vulnerability, and also like just not understanding, because when you're a child there's only so much you know, and you feel like this doesn't feel right, but I don't know, because an adult that I'm trusting is making this environment feel like it's normal. So, and what they were saying is, it goes a bit spiritual, babe, I'm going there. Go. But they were saying how like in the podcast, like this dates back to the day where it's given like, not that you're sacrificing your kid, right?
You are sacrificing
but you're sacrificing your kid. You're basically you're signing the dot like, for fame, fortune, and all these things that we're going to gain, my child's going to be ridiculed to this and this and this. And we were saying how even back in the days, if you ever follow like religious scriptures in the Bible, like what they used to do was that they would sacrifice their child into the god Baal, which is like a bull, like a golden bull, and what the Baal will give back to them is like prosperity, money, gold. And it's kind of like this online pattern. If you look at all the Disney kids, babe, after they go Disney, they just go spiral. And even pop stars, they go spiraling, and you start to think like, is it worth it? I've had moments, babe, where you just think, if I just done it, like, I know, putting Edger on and doing it and just having this picture, I know I could probably give him a better life. But as an influencer myself, keep adding it, babe, I'm almost about to wrap
can I
up.
just,
as an influencer myself, I know how tempting it is to capitalize off what's trending and what's make money, even if it undervalues your morals and integrity. And I feel like that's what's happening with kids and being on social, and that's where I slam dunk and pause.
And I think it's mad that, and I feel like there needs to be better rules in place for influencers that are children as well, that the money goes into an account that nobody can touch until that child is 18.
In America.
That's good. They need to do that in the UK, because I feel like, are you really going to go as hard for your child if you can't have access to that money right now? Because you're saying it's for their future, it's for their future. If it's for their future, fair enough, then everything they're doing, you can't wait for them to touch it when they're 18. And while they're underage, you provide the finances and take on the pressure of providing for this innocent child that didn't ask to be here.
Exactly.
But sorry, what I was going to say to what you said is, babe, you probably didn't get to the bit of the documentary, kind of a spoiler, but obviously like putting your child online, you're exposing them to, you don't even know who's on the internet, right? And there are sites where men will pretend to take on these accounts just to watch your child, like just to watch your content. For their but this mum took it even further and was sending, you got to it, the knickers to men.
Yeah, that's
and I just
wrong.
Think, how has this woman still got custody of her child? And babe, I went on I went on Piper's Instagram now, and obviously like as platforms evolve and social media changes, this mom is trying to put Piper on every single platform. Like once you have to subscribe to, okay, move over to this, it's like, this is not even a passion for your child anymore. This is your child is a cash cow for you.
Yes, she's like a bank account. A living bank account where you could just
anywhere I can put her on. Put her on there. Subscribe to that. Okay, do that content, babe. I went on Piper's Instagram after the documentary, and even her like content, you could just tell it's for money. Yeah, she looks way older than she does, and it's just mad to me. And then even the bit where Piper's mum had a video kissing somebody at one of the
that
kids
was wild.
Underage, and the video disappeared from the internet.
That's mad.
It made me scared.
Yeah, that's
I said,
very
what else
scary.
Are they disappearing from the internet? Because who is Piper's mum? Obviously, she's a big,
and especially now how the internet is, we can find stuff from you. It's so easy to find old clips. So how many times have we found old tweets? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's very easy. So how is it now? We can't find that. It's
the industry's dark, baby. It makes me so scared. And the fact that we kind of know from what we've experienced, and we're not even kids when we entered it, so I can't imagine what it's like for kids. And I just feel like, now when I see children being influencers or over the camera, my perspective has changed. Not saying that I'm judging everyone that does. I feel like there's a way to do it. But
that's what I was going to ask. What do you think is the right safe way to do it? Where does that not cross the boundary in your opinion? And is there an age gap? Is there, do you know what I mean? Where do you think it's doing too much? Because people, as soon as baby's born, you see the newborn, and then it's like you just get the updates. When is it becoming too much now, where it's like it's more than just showing nice content now?
Yeah, do you know what I think? I feel like children should be entitled to have privacy.
I agree.
Like now how I feel now, like if a child wants to be online, because even like sometimes with me, how ignorant I am sometimes, like when I've vlogged around family members, like my cousin or whatever, just assuming that, they're like, and they've said it, they haven't said anything at the time, then later they watch the vlog and like, Angela, can you actually just cut that bit out? And I'm like, do you know what? Fair, like I shouldn't just assume because we're family, you're happy. And you don't want your child to grow up like maybe like they're 18, 21, and then there's a video of them when they're 6 or 10, and then now it's circulating around the school and they didn't even have like consent. And it's like sometimes things that you don't find embarrassing, and it's not, there was no ill intention with it, but what kids make fun of these days, you just never know what it's going to be in 10 years. Do you know what I mean?
There is something that's, oh my gosh, sparked this conversation with me and my fiance one night. So I was just scrolling on Insta, right? And I came across a video of breastfeeding. Okay, cool. So me personally, I'm a mother, so breastfeeding in public, I get it, you know what I mean? But for me, I think there's something about recording that moment and posting it online when you can see it. First of all, I feel like your child hasn't, first of all, babe, I just think, how would I feel if I saw my mom and on Instagram for men? It's just a bit too, that's me in it personally. Breastfeeding is beautiful. It's the most natural thing. Knowing about it, how to do it. But I think there's boundaries to protect your child. You can see the child's face. The child doesn't even know what's going on. And there's actual weirdos out there. And that's part of my conversations. Like that, for me, that's taking it too far. It's a beautiful act. Unfortunately, we have to protect our kids to broadcast certain things because there's just weirdos. Like, it's too much. And sometimes I think is it necessary? Is
for that moment.
Is it necessary for this platform? Is it necessary? I feel like maybe because I'm a mother, I'm so protective and I get it as well, and you get it as well. So it's like.
So maybe but the thing is, there's no wrong way to do it, because there's some people that have done it, and I think you could tell they're trying to protect their child.
Because would you not say there's difference between showing a journey and showing your family life, right, to exploiting your child to gain monetary value?
Yes.
If your sole focus of your family channel is to exploit your kids, make them do crazy hours because the views are there, and also you're doing clickbait, you're doing inappropriate things to get more views, that's where you're taking it too far. But I feel like family, wholesome, life updates, I don't think that's bad. I think Molly does it really well. I don't think so. I've never seen her do an ad for Bambi. Like, there's so many examples, but I think when it's like that constant back to back in your face and it gets past where it's like, at this age, is this really appropriate? That's when I'm thinking you're doing too much.
Same. I just feel like it shouldn't be your main source of your child shouldn't be your main source of income, and even if they are, you should be saving for them.
It should
be saving for them, because if you're not, then think about your intentions as parents.
Because I've thought about this, babe. I was like, because sometimes I've said it, sometimes I just want to make the money, let me add it to the budget. But then it's kind of like this thing where it's like, me and my manager had this conversation. It's like, I want Ezra to be able to say mummy no and mummy yes for my actions for him. So at this stage, you can't tell me if he's comfortable. He needs to know who he is, how confident he is. Sometimes I'm, mummy, can I be in the vlog today? He's going to naturally see this is my job. He's going to naturally see that this is my lifestyle. And it's up to him how he character develops, if that's what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to do that, I'm not gonna force it. I've leeway, maybe showing I'm a mum now. My son's here. There's the back of his head. I think I've been good with that. But until when he wants to really, if he that's what
understands what he's stepping into and can say yes.
But let me calm down, because me too. I'm talking on this,
and then they'll clip you. But Maz, you said,
and then you see our vlog, and I'm like, hi guys, meet Ez.
Girl, that's just human. This is our thoughts right now. Today. But let's get into the theme of the week, because there's even other stuff that I want to get into, and I feel like it would be perfect for this episode anyway, because there's not any real theme this week, because we do have a backlog of submission.
And it felt like, just because there's no theme doesn't mean we don't want to hear your confessions or your dilemmas, and like we wouldn't just not answer them. So we wanted to have this moment for you guys.
So it's an open theme.
Yes.
Open theme. So let's get into the first one. Which is not matching your energy.
Yeah. So this can be across any relation, family, friends, work, boyfriends. It's open. Are you reading first, or should I read?
I'll read first, darling.
Go, girl.
Okay. Hi, I just need advice. I'm talking to this boy, but whenever we text, we'll go again. Hi, I just need advice. I'm talking to this boy, but whenever we text, it is very dry, and he can leave me unopened for a couple hours. But whenever he meets up with me, we are so good together, holding hands, deep convos, eye contact, play fighting, a lot of physical contact. But once we leave each other, it takes him a good 4 hours to text me. P.S. We also haven't kissed. This is our 4th time meeting. Is he feeling me or leading me on?
Leading her on.
Ooh.
Straight away. Leading her on. Let me tell you one thing, men, you know when they're into you because they are on your case. I know there's some people that they take time, but when a guy likes you, I've learned from experience that they will respond to you quickly. Even the whole is given
dry conversation.
And even like he's not on his phone. Maybe he's on his phone because he doesn't want you to see like he is on his phone. He's saying, in this moment, let me just give her time.
So you're trying to act like I'm not usually on my phone.
And they haven't kissed.
It's been their 4th time meeting. I want to know their age though, because even the way it's the grammar is and stuff. I feel like they are a bit younger. So like, I feel like it is a bit slower when you're younger.
Is he leading me on? He hasn't led her on. The texts are dry. When he meets up, they're fun, they're banter. But they haven't kissed. He hasn't actually led her on. If he kissed you and you're feeling like he doesn't text me fast enough, I would start thinking, but we've kissed, like we've meet up, but he just doesn't text. Like, does he not want to deepen the connection? That's what would go through my head.
I think the safest way to play this is just take it for what it is and what the facts are in front of you. If he's having dry conversations, because for me, if someone's having a dry conversation, I'm going to take it as you don't want to speak to me. You either don't want to speak to me or you don't want to speak to me right now. Like, you know, sometimes I can message you and if you're replying a certain way, I can, my sister's not really in the mood, but tomorrow we'll pick it up again. Do you know what I mean? And vice versa. But
definitely if it's issue enough for her to mess with
if it's all the time, it's like, okay, is it me or you just don't want to talk to me? And if someone's giving you vibes that you don't want to talk, and who's initiating the meetup, it's all well and good, like meeting each other, like, and having a nice moment together, and then how many times do you see each other? Maybe once a week, and then the whole other 5 days you're feeling like we're not even talking and all that.
Is this too soon for her to say, what are we?
Oh, that's just such a
like what's going on? Is that too
it just
soon?
Opens the door for like, sometimes you don't need to ask.
It's kind of telling.
And I guess you
only really, I feel like you only really ask what are we if it's going good and there isn't issues. You're thinking, so why aren't we there? But I think if suggesting maybe saying what are we, no, I think this is
I will just match the energy. Like if I'm poking on conversation a bit more, seeing if you're okay and you're still giving me dry conversations, I will match
the energy.
And then if you start asking me,
do less. Maybe I think you should do less. I think, you know how I say match the energy, but now maybe withdraw then you'll see what's going on. If he likes you, withdraw. And if he's like, oh, yo, like, what's going on? He's clocked that you're not texting him.
Just be I'm just matching your energy.
Yeah, just don't seem,
Yeah.
Fair. I hope that helps, girl.
Same.
Yeah. Okay, number 2. Bear with me, guys. Long one. Okay. Hey, girls. First off, I just want to say how much I love your podcast. You guys keep it real.
Thank you.
Please keep pushing. The world needs more of this. Thank you. I'm writing because I'm in a 2-year relationship and I'm at crossroads. I know my partner loves me, but lately I've been feeling really isolated. The love is there, but it's not enough where we're putting in the effort to have fun or connect anymore. We've been stuck in this routine of drinking and smoking, and it's really draining. There's no excitement or joy in the relationship anymore, and it's left me feeling like I'm missing out on socializing and enjoying life in general. Another issue that's been bothering me is the negativity from his friend. I'm not hurt by what they're saying, but it's really starting to get to me. They've been talking badly about me for no reason, and it's making me want to cuss them out. I'm not about to put up with that kind of disrespect, but I also don't want to make things messy for my partner. I'm at a point where I feel like I'm giving so much, but it's not coming back in the same way. I don't want to hurt him, but I don't want to continue feeling unsupported and stuck. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how to handle this. Should I hang in there or walk away? My biggest problem is me not wanting to hurt him, but I feel like I'm now hurting myself. Thanks so much for taking this time to read this. Looking forward to hearing your advice. That's from our energy number 2. And just before we get into that, I can say that I felt like I read that so well. Like, wow, clap to me.
Yes, we celebrate every win. No, baby, you go first. So sometimes I feel like I talk too much.
Okay, so this is really interesting because I feel like, have you ever been in a relationship where you get to a state of comfortability where you're in a comfort zone, you're doing activities like drinking and smoking or just drinking or maybe just at home watching movies where it's not deepening your connection or getting you excited?
Surface level.
Yeah, surface level. And I feel like relationships is all about making effort to keep pouring into it and making the effort of dating. And they're in that funk of 2 years now, love you, rah, rah, rah. There doesn't need to be more. I think the friend thing is a big red flag.
100%.
I feel like,
I don't know why I thought you were still reading. I felt like I couldn't talk. So yeah, 100%.
Look, I was reading. The friend thing is a big red flag for me. I think it's giving, I can't imagine my partner or babe, even a friend where you got mutuals and they talk bad of me. So how do they get that impression of me? That's the first question. What are you saying to them? And if I'm already in the state of concern, I'm talking about things like smoking and drinking. These are things that are causing us not to be tight. Shows I care about this relationship, whilst it shows that you have a different side.
Yeah.
And then the matching energy things is clearly showing that she shows up for him more than he shows up for her. So I think she needs to wait out. It's been 2 years. Do you see this guy in the next 3rd year being someone you want to marry and settle down with? And is he giving you those things? And I don't think he is for that. And it all depends on the age, because I feel like people need to start thinking like that now.
So I'm just trying to...
No, do you want to read it?
No, just because I just feel like there's nothing to weigh up. I just feel like... I just kind of feel like... And do you know what it is? What I find with a lot of women, I've been there myself, this is why I say it. And from... If I could go back and tell myself advice in that moment, you not wanting to hurt someone's feeling isn't a valid reason to stay. Like,
I
if
agree.
you've got all your, like, you don't need to find, like, even you don't need to find, like, oh my gosh, I need this type of reason. If no excitement is enough, you're drinking and smoking. If it's not adding or elevating your lifestyle, and you spoke about it, it's not even getting there. His friends are bad mouthing you. Like Maz said, what kind of environment is he putting himself in, or conversations is he having for someone to be so confident that you even know that they bad mouth you?
And I feel like for your guy friends to, because I don't feel like guys talk like who are we having a conversation with where guys
they
do
don't
this
really
thing,
talk about
even when they go on a date, they don't be like, oh, I've got a date. They're very much, oh, I had a date with this girl. It's never deep. It's always surface level, right, with guys. That's what I've noticed. Yeah, we'll be like, oh my god, we've got a date. Oh, I don't know how he feels. They aren't like that. So for them to be to the stage of talking about you, they shouldn't really know that much about you.
Act on it.
Yeah, to act on it.
Because babe, I am not, like, any of my girls can tell me, I've had an argument with my man. If I see their man, it's all hee ha ha. But for me to have not an attitude, but I'm kind of standoffish with their man. The stuff my girl has told me about you, I just can't. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, what is he saying for the friend to even feel that, like, for you to feel that the friend's even talking about you?
They say these things like, you know how your partner feels about you or your friend based on, like, so say for example, say Hunch was rude to you, you would not have been being like talking. Yeah,
babe. If I went
and you know, and he's been off with you, Maz has been saying 100%. So that's the same in this situation. You know, your partner's talking smack about you or your friend if that energy doesn't match. So I wouldn't want to be in that environment.
Yeah, and don't waste your time. Like, when the moment you know that you no longer see yourself with someone, there's no point in waiting around or waiting.
And she's tried. It's very evident here.
Time is not, like, I mean, you can waste time. There's always time to be wasted. But when you know, just leave. It's just, you're just going to be like, oh, I spent, now it's not 2 years, it's 4 years. Why is it 4 years when it could have just been done? And
there's this great quote of, you know, it's easier to get off at a missed destination than stay off to the end. If you see you've missed your stop, get off at the next one. Don't wait to the end of that. What line is it? The Great Western Train, or is it Avery, whatever? You're all the way in freaking Manchester. Get off at Luton.
Because you are just delaying your own, like, you're delaying yourself. Because let's say you leave him now, you said you would probably work on your social life, you'll probably meet new people, be happier. Let's say you spent a year doing that. But instead, no, you spent a year drinking and smoking with your man,
and you don't even want to be doing that anymore.
That was just talking bad about you. That's a whole year wasted doing the same stuff that you knew last year.
Period.
Okay. So, there's
back to you.
Back to me.
I set the bar high, didn't I, babe?
You did. But because that first one was quite short. Fairs, I see what we're doing here. We're all working as a team. Hey girls, love the pod. It always gets me in the right mood for the week. I have a dilemma and I need your advice because I don't know what to do. That's how she's wrote it, guys. I've been dating this guy for about a year now. When I met him, I didn't want anything too serious, just a little casual something. Well, we kind of fell into a relationship. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. He's handsome, got his life together, and honestly makes me so safe and loved. But there's always a but. I think he's way more serious about this relationship than I am. He's thinking about marriage, kids, really settling down, but that's not where I'm at right now. I'm trying to fly out, do up pure enjoyment with him. This has been at the back of my mind, but then his sister, who's a hairstylist, said at my last appointment, the way he loves you, he's gonna get you pregnant in the next year. Let me be real, girls. Where my head's at right now, I see that as a threat. rather than a compliment. I went and got the pill straight after that appointment. It's not that kids and marriage are off the table, but I was more thinking like 5 years rather than 1. What do? I love him, but I'm not in that life chapter yet. Help a doll out.
Fair, babe. I love
Bless
that.
her.
Yeah. What do you think first?
Have you had a conversation about it? Do you know what I mean? Like, what your
5 year plans, 2 years plans, and how old you both want to be when you have your first kid. Yeah, what's going on in the dating scene? Are you guys talking to your partners? Because I feel like before you even get in a relationship, you know if someone is looking for something serious because you would engage in that. And if they're not, it's all right, I'm not looking for nothing serious. Let's just go with the flow. But I believe that these conversations should be had before you guys were official.
Oh yeah, but remember they're dating. They're
dating. They're not actually official, right? No, they're dating. Oh, but I feel like these are early conversations.
Yeah, I feel like you should just have a conversation, especially if it's like you were initially going ahead with it to be something casual. You now fallen into, is this where they said they fell into? Yeah, they're in a relationship. Yeah. They fell into a relationship. Now let's have a whole conversation, because obviously at the start we were looking for something casual. So now we're in a relationship that we didn't really plan on, like what we feeling like. I want to enjoy, like I want to go on a holiday with you. Like this year, I want us to go to 3 countries. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, have a conversation and he can chime in, well, babe, like I'm not going to lie, I'm trying to have a baby. And you could be like, well, babe,
I want to be married for
I don't mind having a baby when I'm married. And I just really want to travel and just experience
nothing. And not everything she's saying, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think a lot of the times it's like when you're an opportunity, like, oh, just live your life. Like, because when you do them things like marriage, kids, your marriage and your partner becomes your family. They're your focus. They're the people you're going to see all the time, and they're going to be your priority, their needs. So if you're in this era of like it's not even selfishness, just taking care of myself and catering to what I want to do it. You don't want to look back in life and be like, oh, I rushed this, or I done this too soon, or I let this guy influence me. One thing we say every time, a man will always choose that, like what they want. And if you're in this state of power and this is going to be your peak, you never want to miss your peak as a woman. I think like your most of traveling, the most looking, you know, when you glow up to that level, before there's
more responsibility,
and thinking about other people, embrace that. But I think an honest conversation, like you said, needs to be had, so you're both on playing levels. Because one thing about the dating scene, I'm hearing that it's not that easy to find a guy that's very much like, I want to marry you, I want to have kids, I'm dedicated. So
you're just not on the same page right now in terms of the relationship and what
he has to probably weigh that out, because some guys, we don't know the age. He might be like, I'm at this age now, but I do want to get married the next year. I do want to have kids. She might be younger. She doesn't want to do that. But that,
because she's saying 5 years.
5 years.
Need to have because if you're saying 5 years, you definitely need to have a conversation and just be like, well, for me personally, I'm not really trying to have children until 5 years, and see if that aligns with him, because you don't want it to be further along the lines. Let's say you do get pregnant and then, I don't know, maybe you want to do a different thing compared to what he's so off guard, because he's thinking, what? I thought if we got into this situation, we would be happy. So it's just good just to know what you're both happy with, and maybe even if it's not a 5-year plan, maybe even just the plan you want to do with each other for the year. And
do you know, okay, really interesting with that, because me and my fiance, we had, before I got pregnant, we had a 5-year plan, and my 5-year plan was very different to his 5-year plan. But because we love each other so much and we met in the middle, so I've got what I want. He's getting what, like, do you know what I mean? It's like a compromise, just meet in the middle. And it's about when you are with someone, you're working together. You guys have the same goals. You have an end result. So it could be a thing where it's all right, maybe let's see how it goes. Maybe in 3 years I might be ready. As long as he's keep doing what he's doing, he's showing that he's gonna wait. And do you know what I mean? As long as you have the conversation. Yeah. Good luck to you. And like I hope this goes well. I want her to come back in like a year or 2 or 5 years and be like, girl, I got the ring.
I'm actually, in fact, with a 2-year-old.
Like make sure you update us how it goes.
But should we go and decide which one is the deepest?
Like, are you going to do it as deepest or your favourite little dilemma? Because I feel like these
I'd say which one was the deepest in terms of like, oh girl, I know why you needed that advice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I'll do it.
Do you want to go first, seeing as you read first?
Okay, I'll go first, Mariam Musa. Okay, so I am going to put the last one as the... I'm going to put it as the... I want to put it as the deepest, because I do feel like it is the deep part dilemma. Do I think it's a... No, I'm talking out my ass. Sorry. Not me confusing y'all. Okay, we'll go again. I'm going to put Dilemma 2 as the deepest because of the fact that she's in a 2-year relationship. And you know what? Sometimes I know how hard it... What am I saying sometimes? Like, I know how hard it can be to want to split up with someone and you're just considering their feelings more than anything, and probably how... And I feel like as women, I feel like you make more of an impact in a man's life because you just do, like, the little things they don't even think about, and you just start thinking about, oh my gosh, like, he's going to be really upset. You start thinking about how their life might be impacted, or like, are they going to be okay? But just think about yourself. It's your life. And the reason why I say it's deeper is because you get upset about hurting someone else. Even though you're not hurting them, you just know that they're going to be heartbroken or whatever. You think about it, but it doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. And the fact that you have to go through that, I think that's the deepest, because it's just not nice. I know it's not nice, but it's got to be done sometimes, okay? Thank you. I don't want you to stay in no situation that's not for you, please. We don't do that as dolls. We move on when we need to. We chase happiness. We chase the bag, and we're boss bitches. Thank you. So... the one I'm going to put as the least deep is the last one, the girl with her man who probably might impregnate her, but she sees it as a threat. I feel like the reason why I feel like that's just a slight conversation, and the way that you've described him and the way that his sister has spoken about your relationship to you, this man really loves you. And I feel like it's one of those things where you overthink in your head and then you have a conversation with your man and you're like, oh, I just made it such a big deal and this man is fine. Do you know what I mean? He'd probably be cool with it. You have a conversation, you make a plan, and you're both happy. So yeah, I feel like it's just a case of that. So it's really not that deep. So yeah.
So guys, this one's really easy for me because I'm going to base it off of what I feel like, oh, this is a hard thing to go through. And definitely matching energies number 2. I think when you're in a crossroads with your partner, and especially when maybe you're on a different path, you're not doing all them things you used to do together. And when those things are like worth fun at the time and they were part of your bond, you start... No, it's okay. When they're part of your bond and you start kind of not needing that anymore, it just becomes a bit, okay, so... are we deeper? Is this just surface level? And even the whole her partner's friends having that energy towards her and knowing that they talk about her or think bad of her is weird. Like, I think you should have such a nice relationship with your partner's friends, not where you're close, because one thing about friends, they're going to stick by the friends, but where it's like, I like my partner's friends, we're cool, there's a level of respect, and your partner is not drawing that line of respect. Your partner should always be on your team. They should always be backing you. Even if your friends are like, you know, your girl's a bit rowdy, they're like, nice, she's passionate. That's how it should be. So I think that's a really hard situation. And like me and Adjola said, like, I feel like you shouldn't ever have to stay in something for hurting someone else, especially the fact you're considering their feelings. And in this situation with the friends, he's not thinking about your feelings. So if you're ready to leave and you feel like this isn't serving you, I think go with your gut, and your gut is always right, hence why you're writing in today, girl. And then I would definitely say the first one really, I feel like this one's not deep, but I get it. But basically the second one for me is the deepest, so yeah, that's what I would say.
So, do you want to tell me which one you put as the deepest?
Yeah, I felt like number 2 was the deepest because I think it's she's in a crossroad. Being in a crossroad between, this is life-changing decisions. Do I stay with this person who I'm going to probably commit, I'm mentally thinking is going to be my person forever? Or do I let go and just hope for the best if this is meant to be? Yeah. Her friends talking about her and partner's friend talking about her adds strain to it. Yeah. The fact that she's kind of what's going on? She's kind of disconnected. Trying to say both words.
Oh yeah.
She's
disconnected.
What she said from her partner. Yeah. So I think it was deep, and it was just mainly the friend thing. I think that made it really deep.
Yeah, I agree with what you said.
I liked what you said about the third one. I was like hearing it and I was nodding like, yeah, that actually is stating facts what you said.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Yeah.
Just quickly, because, you know, the producer's always telling us to wrap up and I really want to touch on this. The whole Tanya and Shaq thing, I just wanted to say it just pissed me off.
Okay, why did it piss you off?
Because it's not even the whole Tanya and Shaq thing. Obviously, like, Tanya and Shaq haven't been together for a while. Tanya spoke on a pod briefly about what happened. And what I hate about the general public of the United States, America, and an ounce of what the hell does Miss R5 say? Because this is how I feel about it. An ounce of Dublin and a sprinkle of Germany. Shout out Miss R5, okay? But I just feel like, why are you bringing up a whole other couple that has nothing to do with it? And this is what I hate about, like, not hate about, but I feel like...
No, we hate about it.
Like, you know, when you're in the industry and your friends or you're associated with another person, they will be in their own situation, or like they have their topic. Why are we talking about Dami and India?
Why are we talking about
Dami
Dami
that
and
is
India?
minding their business and
showing you lot the black love that we want.
They
like,
do
leave them alone.
but radiate positivity. And I feel like a lot of you lot don't even know that you're the evil eye that we're talking about, because it's like, why are you now... It's the way some of yours, like Dami must have been cheating on India. Like, why do you want that for her?
Yeah,
like, why do you
and some
want
of the
that
comments
for
I was
her?
looking, I was thinking, this is what's it? You know, when is it reflection, deflection?
Deflection.
Yeah, is it deflection?
I don't know. Projection.
Projection. It was giving projection, and it's like, y'all can never let just people be happy.
God forbid someone just goes on holiday with their mate.
Their mate just goes a bit too far with something
happens,
like,
and now it's like, Dami did this and that. Like, please, and this is another thing. It's like, you lot want people to like open up about their lives and like tell you relationships and tell you things, and it's like, this is where you lot go wrong, because Tanya is talking about Shaq. Keep it about Shaq and the relationship.
Why?
Now deep. And then Dami and then India shut up. Go and get her life. Like, you're now trying to, like, people are minding their business, you know, probably doing happy stuff, snow bunny stuff, hot girl stuff, and you're dead. Dami, you sound like a troll. Like, that's what I see. You sound like a troll.
And I feel like it's the boldness of certain people. Like, I think, do you not realize your comment is giving bitter hater? Like, it's okay, you're single. It's okay, someone doesn't love you off like Dami loves off India. It's okay. Stop projecting the fact that she's in a good relationship, and now you're upset. You want to now drag him into the mix.
And they always do that to Dami. I don't know why. It's so jarring.
Yeah.
It's just like, even when, and it's like, it's jarring, because babe, I feel like sometimes it would happen to us. That is, you know, it's someone, you're in your friends, and then someone else does. It's like, I'm waiting for da-da-da. Is that why da-da-da? And it's like, bro, it's got nothing to do with us, just because we're friends. And it's like, do you want people to be friends? Because subconsciously, like, you're gonna start thinking like, do you know what? Maybe let me not even post that I'm with this person, because I don't even want the headache of being associated. Because even with me, babe, like, even like how I love like making friends and whatever, but it's like, I always try hard not to look like I'm in a group now, because it's like the way people, like, one moment, God forbid you go on holiday with another person and one person has work, because you didn't come online and say, this Maz didn't actually come on the trip because she was at work, and you know, I'm actually with X, Y, and Z. Jola's leaving Maz out. Like, baby, I was getting comments.
We've been through,
comments when you were pregnant. Adiola's not with Maz. These times you didn't even know she was pregnant, but no one needs to come and be telling you.
Remember that?
Maz is pregnant. Like, this is why I'm not seeing her, or this, or like, get her life.
It's like they want the cookie to crumble so bad. They want the narrative they have of you to come to light. So if they talk about Dami, they want Dami to be a cheater. They don't want to see that. And it's
why do you want that? Why do you so happy for it to be the case when it's not even the case right now?
If there was any inkling of like, there wasn't anything. Even Shaq said that. Obviously, there's different phases of cheating, whatever, but Shaq said there was nothing physical. Dami said nothing happened. Like, there's actually, like, what else do you want us to do? Like, do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's not even about nothing happened, because I do feel like you don't need to do something physical to cheat.
No, of course. But as in, like, the statement of, like,
it's just
they're
like
dragging Dami for saying what he said, what Shaq said. No, what Shaq said.
Did Dami say something?
Yes, everyone's saying Dami was like, nothing's happened. Like, nothing happened.
No, I think
like,
something like when he didn't, they're mad, like, why didn't Dami tell Tanya or something if they're friends or something? Like, babe, people was just doing too much. And then
but as in, like, we don't know, as I say, it's like, we don't know what happened. Dami said, why are we so entitled to know what happened? You know what I mean? Like, Dami said nothing happened. Shaq saying nothing's happened. Tanya said
Tanya spoke, I feel like
about it.
No one needs to know what nothing happened. If Tanya said what Tanya said, it's her life, it's her perspective. She could tell her story. Shaq is also entitled to tell his story, and that's that. Base your whatever opinion on commentary on the story that they give you. Stop trying to add innocent people, parties with real life friendships, real life relationships. It's like,
and business as well. Like, you guys don't understand that. Like, like you can't, there's certain things you don't be, as a brand, as a person, you can be associated with, you don't. So stop, you're like trying to ruin people's reputation
and
as well.
Like you're happy for it. It's a key. I don't get all that.
Yeah, and they say UK's bad vibes. This is a part of what we're talking about. That's bad vibes. Leave them out of it. Have your commentary about who's involved in the party. Anyone else, stop dragging them into it.
But with that being said,
that was a good one, because I didn't know, I forgot about that. Good topic.
Yeah, it's okay. But guys, thank you for subscribing. We are growing. We're on the road to 15k, so please subscribe.
Yes, please.
Comment on the YouTube videos, because we use it as inspo and to let us know what you lot are thinking too.
Exactly. And you guys already know, Adjola, where can they find us on socials?
At Deep It Pod.
And if you guys are listening via audio channels, make sure to give us a 5-star and give a cheeky review, because it means every little bit to us. And as usual, we'll see you guys same time next week.
And also follow our and Maz in particular's personal account, because we got some. I keep saying we, but I feel like I'm part of it anyway. Like, a win for her is a win for me.
Exactly.
It's like she got some big thing coming, some exciting projects. Like Deep It dolls are going up. Gang is going up, guys. We are really doing big things out here, and so like, babe, thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you guys in the next ep.
Bye.